Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys like to see next. Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do something really easy and very chatty so that we can actually talk a lot. So yeah, this is the look which I did when I went out with my friend for dinner. So I think it's a very appropriate look when you just casually want to look nice and yet very subtle, and you don't want anything to be really tacky and stuff like that. So yeah, this is the look which I did. So I hope you guys will like it as much as I enjoyed wearing it. So it's a very simple, subtle look. The makeup is very simple, and I went with a red dress because according to me, a little black dress is just overhyped. I understand that, you know, black goes with everything and it just makes you look amazing, and that's true, but I think a little red dress works better in that way, because then you don't have to do a lot of things with a red dress. You know, you don't have to worry about your makeup, you don't have to worry about wearing a red lip. You can just wear a red dress and put a very nude makeup and you're good to go. So that's what I did. So yeah, let's just get into it. Coming back to the makeup, first thing first, I make sure that whenever I'm doing my makeup, I moisturize my face, and I have already done that. And now I'm just gonna hop into a primer. So the primer which I am going to use is from the brand The Professional. I think it's a great primer. I don't see a lot of difference using it, I'll be honest, but it just, I am oily, just little FYI about me, I have oily skin, so yeah, I make sure that I am using a primer because it helps control the oil. And since I am going on a night, on a dinner night, so I want my makeup to look very nice and not very oily. So yeah, after I'm done with my primer, the next thing which I'm going to do, and by the way, just in case if you guys are wondering, I did wash my hands before I went with my makeup. So although you know, I am oily and oily people doesn't really like to use a lot of highlighter, and I too don't like that. But yeah, this is a illuminating cream, and it just glides onto your skin nicely, and it doesn't make my skin oily. I will, it's from the brand Twak. I got it in my fab bag. I have a fab bag subscription. It's basically a subscription which comes in every month with a lot of makeup products and skincare products. I think it's a very nice way to actually, you know, get a lot of products and you get to try a lot of new things. So yeah, and for the things like primer and illuminating cream, I like using my hand because it just, you know, glides onto my skin nicely, and it just makes it look very natural in that way. So since, as you guys can see, I have a lot of acne marks. I tend to suffer. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of acne marks on my face. So for that, I don't really do a lot of things, but since I am going on a dinner night, so I want to look, I want my base to look absolutely amazing. I just want it to be there. So for that, I am just gonna use, so I have this corrector palette from the brand Freedom. As you can see, it's loved by me. So I am just gonna take a little corrector which has a red undertone, and I'm just gonna apply it under my eye. I'm not gonna use a lot of product because since we are going for a very nude makeup, so I don't want my makeup to be really tacky, and I don't want it to look, oh my god, like you're wearing too much kind of things. And just here, as you can see, I have a little acne mark, so I think I'm just gonna cover my blemishes, and that's all. So for makeup, I think I usually go with just a little concealer and I'm good to go. But since I am shooting a video today, for the sake of it, I'm going to use this foundation. It's from Maybelline. It's matte and poreless. Just in case if you guys are wondering, which I'm sure nobody is, but yeah, it's in the shade 235 pure beige. So I'm just going to use a little foundation, and again I'm just going to use my hands to basically dot the foundation on my face. And once I am done dotting it, I'm just going to use my brush and I'm going to blend it all with a brush. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I am not going to use a lot because less is more. And I'm just going to blend it with my skin. And I always bring my foundation down to my neck because it just makes it all natural and it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot. So after doing my foundation, I always do powder because as I have told you that I have oily skin. So I cannot do without a powder. I need a powder to be there. Again, I have a powder with me from the brand Sugar. This powder is great. It just works really well on oily skin. I think all the people who have oily skin should try this out. So it's a very fine, mild powder. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't cover anything for you, but it just helps in stopping the oil. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna pop this powder on my face, all over my face, because the people who are oily will understand. So yeah, I think I'm good with it. And now I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush to brush this all out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm done. I think now I'm just gonna fill in my brows because brows do, shape your face. And it's true when people say it. I love filling my eyebrows. Hands down, my favorite part of my makeup is the blush. I won't lie. I love, putting a heavy blusher on my face. I think it just works really well. But yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in my brow. For that I have a brow pencil called Fashion Brow Duo Shaper. It's from Maybelline and it has powder on one side and pencil on the other. So yeah, I think I'm just going to fill in my brows. And it's not a very exciting part. I am not a pro at filling my eyebrows. I just follow the shape which the parlor wali auntie do, and I just fill in the same shape. And after filling my brows, I have this brusher kind of cap with me, so I just brush it out, and I think it makes the difference. Sometimes I put the pencil also, the brow pencil on it, and I just fill it in. I think it just fills in easily because I'll be honest, I don't have the patience to fill in my brow. I am just not a very patient person. So yeah, I think we are good. I like heavy eyebrows. I like my eyebrows to be really intense. I know some people don't like it, but I think it just suits my face and it just makes it look better. So yeah, since I am done with my brow, now we're going to move on to my favorite part, which is a blusher. So I got this blush from the Palm Story. I got it from Dubai. I love it. I have not used any other blush, other than this since I've got this one. So I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm gonna. Again, I like my blusher to be a little heavy. I don't know, I just love my cheeks to be pink. I love a blush on my chin also. I do apply it. I think it just photographs really well. So yeah, I just put the blusher on this whole part of on my face. I know some people are gonna find it really weird, but that's just how I do it. And I think there are no rules in makeup. You can absolutely do makeup the way you like it. I like my blusher to be like this, so I do it this way. And now since we are done with the blush, I'm just gonna go with the nude lip shade, because I think the nude lip shade is gonna make the whole look very natural, although we have not done a lot with our face also, but yeah. So I'm just gonna apply a nude shade. I think after the lips, we're gonna finish off this look with loads and loads of mascara. I am just gonna apply a lot of mascara now, and then I think we are good. I can't find my mascara. Okay, here it is. It's from the brand Maybelline Lash Sensational. I have a lot of Maybelline products. I just like it. I think they're very cheap. Not very cheap, but I think they are relatively cheap, and they, works great. So we're gonna apply a lot of mascara now. So yeah, I think that's it. I think we're done with my makeup now. I'm just gonna change and show you guys what I'm gonna wear and how I'm gonna accessorize it. So yeah. So I chose this red dress. It's very flowy and I think very appropriate for a dinner night. And I paired it up with the heels which I got from Street Style store. I did some hoop earrings, and then I half clushed my hairs, which I think went well with the dress. To accessorize it even further, I paired it up with some charming bracelets and a lot of rings, which I think completely put the look together. So this is what I did when I went out on a dinner night. Let me know what do you guys do, what extra do you guys put in, and how do you like this video.